CaveFam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good Saturday, good weekend. It's been a busy morning, y'all. Cut my grass, washed my truck, did a little pressure washing on the back porch, back patio. Made some time to make a video because I got another damn birthday party. This girl's got birthday parties every damn weekend. I'm tired of it, but hey, I gotta go. Happy wife, happy life, right? But anyways, we're back with another reaction, y'all. I ain't gonna talk too much. Got a busy day, kind of low on energy. Been out there in the sun all day. Enough with the chit chat. Let's go and get into the reaction and get this Saturday done and over with.
Does the firmament touch the earth?
From wikipedia.org. The firmament is said to be made of solid ice occupying the space between the earth and the first heaven.
Alexa, can anyone get through the firmament?
From Substack.com. NASA used high-altitude explosives to try and penetrate the firmament, and what they filmed of the operation was the result of their explosives creating massive watery wave propagation above them as they hit the quasi-vitreous dome above the Earth known as the firmament.
Alexa, is anyone able to get to space from going through the firmament?
No one is able to reach space by going through the firmament. The firmament is considered to be a barrier that has never been penetrated by humans, not even in science fiction or NASA's outer space movies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the fucking hero they got. They talk about the North America, but for the right people face.
Future North America. So show us the nails.
Don't get a close up of my nails.
No.
Listen, I've been on the road. I'm gonna do like this.
But we see a pop of color.
Yeah.
Your nails look better than mine.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They do.
Don't do that. Like, I'm actually thinking about jumping into the nail line. Like,
oh, really?
I've been thinking about it.
I wish I could tell you guys what's going on right now, but I can tell you it's about to get insane. The reason that all the flights were grounded earlier today, the reason for the huge outages, and the companies in charge of these companies, which are all having outages and having to land at the same exact time. I'll tell you the rest right after this, real quick.
Tonight, as you are well aware, I'm sure, much of the world is grappling with a major computer shutdown. Now, here in Australia, banks, broadcasters, even airports have been affected. That's just to name a few. What the hell? Shops have been unable to take any transactions. The effects have hit simultaneously, not just in Australia, but in the US, Europe, and elsewhere. We're at the forefront of this massive outage.
This is happening at the same time to any country that's in alignment with the US, because earlier today, there were extremely important revelations going around and discoveries being made about things that happened a few days ago. So when all these discoveries started to hit the web,
a huge unfolding story in Australia and right around the world, but we can't bring it to you in the normal way. Why? It's affecting us at Sky News, at Foxtel, many customers, many users, many businesses. What's happened is we believe a malware company called CrowdStrike has essentially gone down.
And remember, this is CrowdStrike. Things are about to get crazier than we have ever seen in the United States. We even have stuff like this. Supreme Court reconsiders case to reinstate Trump. And if you want to know what life-changing revelation information that just came out, go to the little bird.
Did anyone else notice how Trump ended his speech at the RNC? He ended it with an opera, but I think this may have had some deep meaning. The name of the song was Nessun Dorma, which translates into None Shall Sleep. This is the same song that played at the end of the movie Sum of All Fears. And if you know, you know, but while this song was playing in the end of this movie, all of the traders paid. Watch this.
It's crazy.
This one's like
Threw that little subliminal in there. That's crazy. That put that in at the end of his speech. Nobody caught that. This guy did. Haven't seen that movie forever.
you said, are these Apple AirPods. My mentor, Dr. Daniel Pompa, he did an experiment. His friend came in with these Apple AirPods, and then he had this EMF meter, and he wanted to test what it showed on this meter. And the science shows anything that's 0.5 or higher on the meter is creating inflammation at the cellular level. He put the AirPods on, he put the meter by him, And then he called him, he had him listen to music, and it fluctuated over 8, 12, 15. And think about it, at 0.5, you're creating inflammation at the cellular level. It went up to 8, 12, and 15 and back down and back up. When you're putting it in your ears all day long, you see these UPS drivers, FedEx drivers, people are wearing them all day long. Think about the proximity.
Not only UPS drivers, FedEx drivers, but kids, right? My niece has her AirPods in all day, every day. Every time I see her, them AirPods in. I tell her, take those AirPods out, right? So all these kids in high school, middle school, I'm sure there's some in elementary, AirPods on when they're sleeping, when they're eating breakfast, eating lunch, eating dinner, at school, with their friends, AirPods on 24/7.
Look at that fucking devil, evil face, man. He's coming over like he's got doom.
That is a crazy looking cloud.
He's looking right at us, man.
That shit's fucking crazy. Wait up, let me go.
Doom and loom, I'm telling you, Leveland's been fucking getting fucked this summer. And this is the area where it got fucked the most. But that is nuts. That is like a real life fucking devil face.
Crazy.
I'm coming for you.
I don't want to say what I think because I don't want to sound like an asshole to people. Okay? We are in the middle of World War III with the Russians. It's already started. Everything is collapsing. Everything is insane. And if we sit there and if we...
There's the reason to live and there's the reason to save. There's the reason to save the country right there, right?
That's what I'm saying is that I don't want to come here and tell you and say a bunch of horrible shit because it gives power to it, but it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm literally having nightmares every night. I'm literally preparing to die. And I'm sitting there watching everybody going playing golf and watching Netflix thinking it's all a fucking joke. Folks, it ain't a fucking joke. Okay. Right. And all I'm telling people is that I know how things work. This is what I do. And we are in World War III with the Russians.
Yeah.
We have a crazy Joe Biden. They just tried to kill Trump.
They don't want you to know this.
That's crazy. Do you guys feel like something's brewing? Like something big's brewing? I do. Look at me. I'm going to a barbecue today. We just... One of these days, y'all, they're going to pull that plug. And I probably got a week's worth of meat in the freezer. Power goes out. It's melted in 2 days, maybe.
Beneath the paws of the Sphinx,
Scary.
There are hidden chambers holding the key to unlocking the true history of human civilization. The chambers are the Hall of Records, a vast library containing scrolls and artifacts documenting the lost knowledge of ancient civilizations, including Atlantis. This hall is also said to be filled with advanced technologies and wisdom passed down from a time when humans and gods walked the earth. But here's where it gets crazier. In the 1990s, ground-penetrating radar detected anomalies beneath the Sphinx, suggesting presence of voids and cavities. These findings were further supported by seismic studies indicating there are hidden chambers. Despite this, Egyptian authorities have been reluctant to allow further excavation, fueling speculation about what they might be hiding. Revealing the contents of these chambers would rewrite the history of humanity. It would provide evidence of extremely advanced ancient civilizations and technologies. Such evidence would challenge the conventional narrative of human development. What else do you think these chambers hold?
Once you begin to see how words and terms and symbols are used, and the powers that be in this world have set up a world of symbols and emblems and terms and catchphrases. Once you understand how this system works, for the first time, the world opens up to you. All of it is right in front of you. But if you don't understand what the words are and what the words mean, you're never going to figure out how this stuff works. There's a very sinister, frightening, interesting symbolism that has been imposed upon this country, and the people have no idea in the world what's going on. And I will guarantee you, no matter how educated you might think you are, I will guarantee you, you have no idea in the world how the world actually works. You need to understand that when even on your check, when you're writing a check, the place where you put your name on a check, look at that line, what you're signing on, and get a magnifying glass, and you will find that's not a solid line to sign your name on. That is written, it's a typewritten sentence that's been honed down to microscopic size. Get a magnifying glass and read on a check what is said where you sign your name.
Trump thing, the shooter, all the stuff that's coming out about the shooter now, the more you read about it, the more you're like, what is going
like a
on?
BlackRock thing too, right?
Yeah, he did a BlackRock commercial. They knew that there was a suspicious person 10 minutes before Trump went on stage. They still wouldn't let him go on stage. They saw him on the fucking roof, and they didn't engage.
Yeah.
They saw him on the roof with a rifle.
It's a bad Secret
engage.
Service right there.
They wouldn't put Secret Service agents on the roof because they said there was a slope to the roof.
Right.
And it would be dangerous.
It's more dangerous if the ex-president gets shot.
Bro,
which he did.
They let him get off. The kid got off 3 shots. And apparently there was one that we saw that hit his ear, and you see the bullet. Like, the photographer got a bullet
I saw that.
flying by his head.
Yeah.
But apparently there's another one of a bullet going by his left side of his head. So it went by the right side of his head, hit his ear, went by the left side of his head as well. Because the guy got off 3 shots.
Yeah.
And he just missed Trump every time.
There's a one shot of him like turning his head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me? It was that close?
Dude, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And the fact that they had such poor security guarding him, like they did such a terrible job.
My
They knew
uncle's
the guy was
convinced it's
there.
bullshit. My
Dude,
uncle's like, there's no way this is real.
I don't think it's not real, but look, here's the deal. Okay, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Just want to be real clear.
Yeah.
But they have organized assassinations before.
Sure.
And when they organize
Usually starts a war.
assassinations, it looks just like that. And when they organize assassinations, one of the things they like to do is have some fucking loser kill the president, and then they kill the fucking loser, and that's a wrap. This
Yeah.
kid kind of like stops all the leads.
Oh,
Everything's like, where's he go? So they have his phone. They say they can't get into his phone. Bitch, I know you read my text messages.
Yeah,
So
why
how
is it taking
can you
so long
not
to
get
break
in that
into this
kid's
shit?
phone? How can you not get in that kid's phone?
It's always
They
shit.
knew that if this kid was going to go on the roof and shoot the president, they could talk him into going on the roof. Let's assume, not even this scenario, because
Yeah.
let's not be crazy. Let's just say if you wanted to set up a scenario, we're going to have someone assassinate the president. You get some guy whose life is a fucking complete and total disaster. You either hypnotize him or you mentor him, you give him psychiatric drugs, you do a bunch of things, you get him to do it, and you know that once he gets on top of that roof and shoots the president, everyone's going to shoot him. And it's nice and clean. They never let those guys live.
My question is, though, how? Of course, but my question is, do you want him actually to kill Trump in this scenario?
Yeah. They definitely wanted him to kill
Yeah.
Trump.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's okay. Hi. I'm just saying hi. Oh my god. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
Like, why are you paddleboarding in the ocean? Right? Go to a lake. Have some trout, bluegill, some bass. Harmless fish, right? Are you going paddleboarding in the ocean when you're bottom of the food chain in the ocean? I don't get it. Why? Got some meteor videos in this episode today. A lot of crazy meteors happening.
Bro, the Secret Service was inside the building that he was on top of. And the reason that the Secret Service director, that woman, said that there wasn't people on the roof is because it was the slope was too much and it was dangerous when they have snipers on roofs with more of a slope. That was the least slope building in the whole thing. They got video of this guy an hour before. They had him on the glass on those dudes' scope for 30 minutes before they shot him. There is no question at all. This guy was fucking groomed. He was allowed to be there. He was allowed to shoot. He was probably told that he was protected, and he went up there. He shot 8 motherfucking times before they shot back. Okay, you can't tell me there wasn't some sort of inside job there.
I agree. Skinwalker.
No. Entonces, ¿qué eres? ¿Estás segura si eres o no eres?
Mexico's
no
crazy. It's haunted.
Entonces vete, vuela. Vete de aquí.
Witches.
Vete. Si eres una bruja. ¿Eres o no eres? ¿Estás segura que eres o no eres una bruja? ¿Y si te agarramos? ¿Quieres que te agarremos? ¿Te llevamos? ¿Te llevamos? ¿Eres o no eres una bruja? ¿No? ¿En qué pedo nos metimos? Ya nos vamos. No sabemos dónde andamos. Ya valió mal.
No valió mal. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I talked about people on TikTok talking that there was a artificial sun placed.
Yeah, during the solar eclipse.
Did you know Russia developed a satellite that mimics an artificial sun?
For what purpose?
I'll tell you. So this space engineer, Vladimir Siromyalnikov, he came up with this concept, this giant satellite that would open up and have these mirrors on it that would mimic the sun. And the whole point of it was to help with farming in Soviet Russia at the time.
Makes sense.
It ended up getting supposedly decommissioned, but they said that this satellite was capable of spontaneously igniting buildings and cities and drying up lakes and rivers. They tested it in France too, and they said it was 50 times stronger than a full moonlight.
It's kind of cool.
The satellite was called Znamya. I'm convinced that we're still using it in some capacity. And I only say that because we talked about direct energy weapons, and they not use that to start fires.
Yeah, I mean,
because that was their fear, is weaponizing it. I'm convinced that they figured out a better way to use it.
Yeah. Think about the Canada fires that we covered last year. It's like,
I don't know what to think about it.
Weird. Guys, there's 2 suns confirmed.
I've studied their attack profile and what they're doing at every angle to bring down civilization, cutting off the energy, dissolving the borders, creating race war. Their next moves will be cyber attacks and power outages. Globalists are going to cut our power off and say the Russians did it. It might be, hackers took down a part of the power grid. How many times have I said they're going to blow the power grid up and say Trump supporters did it?
Well, tonight, the nation's intelligence agencies are warning of cyber threats from Russia and are urging U.S. critical infrastructure defenses to be reinforced.
Homeland Security is warning of a potential troubling escalation in tactics from right-wing extremists.
It wouldn't take much to throw the entire country into darkness.
We've seen the FBI say the number one terror threat is domestic right-wingers.
Specifically those who advocated for the superiority of the white race.
They've now defined it as fascism if you support President Trump.
What do you mean by semi-fascism?
You know what I mean.
Fascist, pro-Trump paramilitary groups.
And then now we start seeing headlines at the top of Drudge yesterday, imminent. Trump's calling for violence. Trump's calling for insurrection. January 6, 2.0.
Threats of violence from homegrown extremists are growing in the wake of the insurrectionist attack on the Capitol January 6th.
And if you look at all the pre-programming data points that are there, they're hyping this up.
The grid is a sprawling target. There are actually 3 in the U.S., the Eastern, Western, and Texas has its own. Should a transformer explode, the system is designed to trigger a localized grid-preserving blackout. But if several sections of the grid go down at the same time, the shutdowns can cascade like dominoes.
There's a very few number of substations you need to take out in the entire United States to knock out the entire grid.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen as a small disturbance in comparison.
Growing concerns over white supremacy in America as President Biden issues this new warning about the threat that it poses.
The most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
This is not going to be the end of MAGA terrorism. This will only be the beginning.
That didn't work. What'd they do? Shot him. That didn't work either. What's next?
Please support us at InfoWarsStore.com. The new Bulletproof t-shirt's out. We need the support. It's an amazing shirt. Support InfoWars. We support Trump. Get the new Bulletproof President Trump shirt at InfoWarsStore.com. We'll be back.
Monster energy drinks are demonic. In the name of Jesus Christ, I'll never promote that product. They're partnered with the UFC, but I will not promote that demonic product. It's straight from the pits of hell. That's right. It has 666 on the can. They just come out with the flavor called Bad Apple. Now they're referring to the fall of man, and they put it on the can. That the flavor is called Bad Apple, and it says on the can. Pull this up, Rob. On the can it says, "This flavor is so good it'll get you kicked out of the Garden of Eden." So they are mocking Christianity. If you put that in your body, you're partaking in a demonic ritual.
It says if you put this in your body. Wait, they said zoom in, Rob, to see if that's what it says or not. I can't see it.
It said this drink is so good it's worth getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden for.
Forget your regular apple juice. Bad Apple is so good it's almost worth getting kicked out of Eden over.
That's what they named it.
And when you turn that bottle upside down, that's 666 in Hebrew. I'm telling you, brother, this is demonic.
I can't believe that his mind, you feel me? Someone had to do something to him. That's how they wanted him. He was fucking perfect for the NBA. Can't even function enough to talk to your fucking parents. Because maybe that don't got nothing to do with him winning the fucking championship. Fuck the Lakers, nigga. Fuck out of here. Yeah. I ain't even mean to get mad at that, but I'm just saying there like, what? Like, I wish I would have got my fucking money so I could just gave everything to my parents just because I really had the fucking money.
Well, yeah, remember?
Fuck the NBA. Fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they did to him. Fuck out of here. He's 17, 18 when he gets to the NBA. They sit there and they was perfectly fine with him. Like, yeah, good. They want him for championship. Yo, bro. His parents, like, bro, come on. They supposed to make sure that the parents is like, what's going on? Yeah. And they didn't care because they like, damn, Kobe's a different breed. He's Kobe mentality. Fuck everything. Like, nah, I don't want the kids to see that part. I want the kids to know that because all the kids is reading the story with the parents selling the thing. We don't know the story.
I'm going to check that interview out. Talks with Sebastian Telfair. More Meteors.
Trump assassination prediction. Now they have nothing to lose. Their backs are against the wall. Trump is riding a wave of a global political realignment. They're going to try to blow up his airplane. They're going to try to poison him. They're going to try to roll a truck bomb into Mar-a-Lago, so there better be barriers a mile away. And they are going to even set off a low-yield 1 megaton, 2 megaton atomic bomb. They might use a neutron bomb, which, again, they could detonate a small neutron bomb at 1,000 feet above Mar-a-Lago, and it would kill everyone in a quarter-mile, half-mile range, even if they're in a bunker, and it would not damage any of the infrastructure. It just sends a high-powered wave of radiation through you, and depending on how close you are, you die within minutes to hours. So just it's a big microwave. And so I know the enemy.
It's crazy.
I guarantee you they're already following Trump around with a neutron bomb or a tactical nuke if they think that he's about to figure something out or make a move against them. They're only gauging right now, can they make a deal with him and then double crossing? Can they back off and then try to infiltrate once he's in, or during the 79 days when he's president-elect is when they're going to try to poison him. So
well,
poison is number one.
Yeah, it does seem like they're getting sloppy, you know, and what happened, obviously, by the grace of God, Trump survived this. And now everyone's paying attention. Everybody's watching, and that's not good for them. I do want to ask you this question.
Look at that shit, dog. Sabrina, hurry, come. Holy shit, dog. It's a fucking meteor. It's a fucking meteor, dog. Holy shit, where'd it go? Oh my god. Oh my god, that was fucking sick. Dog, that's aliens. That's alien.
What the fuck is that?
That's aliens coming to the fucking Tyler. What Tyler. fuck is that?
Tyler. What the fuck is
Tyler. What the fuck is going on?
that? They're going sideways.
They're going sideways. They ain't even following no more. Hey, look at this green dot on my camera, Tyler. Look at the green dot. Look at the green dot.
I see it.
Tyler, what the fuck is going on? They're standing there. They're hovering there. Look, they're red. They're red. They're red. They're red. They're red.
What the fuck, dude?
I got that
Those
shit on
ain't
video.
meteors, bro. Look,
No,
that one's flying sideways.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Tyler.
That's pretty crazy.
Holy shit. What is going on right now?
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
It's
Oh my
military on
Now
the
they've
news.
changed the pink slime to first it was finely textured.
It's still
beef.
it's fine. It's lean, finely textured beef.
Well, didn't they just the USDA just changed the wording of that to ground beef now?
Well, it's still called pink slime or lean, finely textured
Okay.
beef, but USDA doesn't require it to be on the label. And I would argue, well, it should be on the label. It's got anhydrous ammonia. And what does that do? You know, the microflora in your gut. Let's assume your gut, just for a minute, you know, really runs the show. The immune system, it's connected to the brain. It's really responsible for a lot of things. And if that microflora dies or is mistreated in any way, it impacts your health directly. This is absolutely the truth. I mean, we may not recognize it or acknowledge it, but this is the truth. And so for us to eat something that would wipe out our microflora, so what does anhydrous ammonia do in pink slime? The reason they wash the trimmings in the anhydrous ammonia is to kill bacteria, like the E. coli, salmonella, or whatever may make us sick if we eat it. Well, what does anhydrous ammonia do? If you put it on the soil as a nitrogen fertilizer, it kills the microflora in the soil, it kills the bacteria, and reduces your soil health. It'll turn living soil into dead dirt. In fact, it was used, you know, in wars across the world to make landing strips because it would just basically turn the soil into something very similar to concrete. And this is the cheapest nitrogen source of fertilizer that farmers are using all over the country. And now it's going into our ground beef. Yeah. This is crazy.
Watch this.
So tell me about your audition with Jay-Z. I was so nervous. I was shaking literally. So then what did he say to you? He said something to you. Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. But then he said something about a window and a door or something. Oh, he said,
You know.
there are two ways to leave here. Either through the door with the deal sign, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. So he was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing.
There's two ways you're gonna leave here, through the door or the window. Girl was 16 years old. Sounds like a threat to me, but it was just a joke, right? Even though we all heard what happened with Aaliyah. What about when DMX went onto the Breakfast Club talking about Jay-Z not putting out his record because he was getting rid of competition?
You know, I go to do the 6th album, and, you know, Jay-Z became president. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building like, yo, you good. Finish the album, shoot the video.
So at the time, they were saying that, you know, you was on, that's why they didn't want to invest in you.
Right. They already invested. What you mean they didn't want to invest? They already invested. Like I said, the album was recorded, shot the video, you mean, everything. That was just some bullshit. You know what that was.
Do you ever feel
Let's
like
get rid of competition.
So Jay-Z becomes the president of Def Jam, tells DMX to make an album, and then withholds the album because they don't want to invest in him? It's funny because even 50 Cent speaks on Jay-Z, and now his success is tied to Beyonce.
Look at even Jay-Z's career. You can look at that as, say, the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Prior to that, the kids even have Grammys. Like,
Okay, all day.
Now, I saw a clip. I can't find it. I'm probably just gonna have to screen record it and make my own video on it. But there's a clip of somebody talking about there was a secret meeting between like Suge Knight, James Prince, Dame Dash, Jay-Z, Diddy, like the big Jermaine Dupri, Birdman, the big like CEO people in the hip hop industry, right? And they were trying to create their own thing. That way they can like own their masters. And the people that went and snitched was Diddy and Jay-Z. They told the other, like the J words, right? The Jews. They told them that they were planning this meeting, and look what happened. Suge Knight's been in and out of jail. James Prince out. They're all out. The top ones that won at the end, Dame Dash out. The top ones that won at the end were Jay-Z and Diddy. We know what happened recently, right? But that's crazy how it worked out, how all those big top dudes, like you don't hear from them no more. Jermaine Dupri, Suge Knight, James Prince, you don't hear from them no more, right? You hear from them here and there, but they're not moguls like Jay-Z and P. Diddy was, right? But that's what they got to do to keep that power. They didn't want to come together for the better of the people. And we own our masters and we get our money. They wanted it all for themselves. Get rid of the competition, right?
Hey, today it's about 1 in the afternoon. Skies have been crystal clear. Okay, crystal clear. Planes flying across the sky all day long. But now all of a sudden, what you're about to witness, okay? They all are starting to come now. Crisscross applesauce all up in here. You're gonna see what's gonna happen to these crystal clear blue skies. Okay?
Man, that's a lot.
Remember, planes have been flying all day. And then all of a sudden, these guys. Boy, that's kind of weird. It's getting a little hazy 2 hours later. It's so strange. It's like, why wasn't it hazy earlier with all the planes flying, and now it's hazy? Because the temperature hasn't changed. That's weird. And there it is at the end of the day.
Damn. That's crazy.
Southern Utah. Just breathe it in.
Project Mockingbird was the project of the deep state to control us via the media. But it worked much better in an era where there were 3 broadcast networks. You didn't have to control that many properties. The reason that the narrative broke was because Goliath was focused on controlling the mainstream media properties, and it didn't think it had to care about the off Joe Rogan man cave stuff. Why should it care what a podcast was? Who cares what gets said on pirate radio, right? But that mattered a lot because people, when they realized they were being lied to and they were doing harm to themselves because of those lies, tuned out the mainstream media and they started searching for information elsewhere. The punchline is, if you want to beat the deep state, what you need to do is you need to drag Goliath onto territory he doesn't understand. That's where we win.
So why?
It is kind of weird.
It's bizarre. Like, they're erupting. It's bizarre. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Get the hell out of that graveyard.
And why is there a stick, like, just...
All right, family, there you have it. There's today's video. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone out there has a good day today. I gotta go socialize, y'all. Sometimes I don't want to socialize. I just want to kick it, but they're gonna have some good food, some brisket, some nachos. I've been craving nachos forever and I haven't got my nacho fix, so hopefully they got some good nachos, some brisket, some macaroni salad, potato salad, some Texas cooking, y'all. I'm finna grub today. I'm gonna enjoy it. Maybe I'll post a little picture of my plate over on my Discord. Link is in the bio. I post a lot on there and socialize with the family that's joined over there, so be sure to hit that link, join the Discord, and let's have some conversations, y'all. Anyways, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow on Sunday, y'all. Daily upload. See you guys then. Later. Have a good day. Be safe.